Hey people, Ingrid here for every 3 Faction War. This is August Desert Gate and Orks versus Imperial Guard. For the blue Orky team, we have hfseid, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, with a Warboss, a melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. And look how angry he is. Does he even want to be here? Wants to stay at home and watch some Netflix or something. Alongside, we have this is not BBBOS, this is Boogynator with a Commando knob. Infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins range combat with a twin link shooter. Is this the Freebooters DLC, maybe? They've got stripy pants on. I'm going to say yes. And rounding off the Orky team is Lazy with a Mekboy. Teleporting hero that fights in range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair. We've got some more stripy pants. Red Imperial Guard, we've got 2 Lord Generals. First up is Hunter, and we have Merril, the Keeper of Hentai. These guys fight in ranged combat, some strong defense and support. Begin with a retinue of stormtroopers that they can add to throughout the game. And in between, rounding off the teams here, is Asterix with a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support. Fights in melee combat, begins with a refractor shield, can shoot his own fellas in the head. And we have the Catachun's elite scheme. Bandanas for everyone. West side, Sentinel gets a good stomp. I'm looking for some serious amounts of Daka here. Bodies falling on both sides every fight. At least 10 losses every engagement, please. Here we see some Daka on the power node. Orks pushing through on the eastern side. Where's the Warboss though? He's run off. He's back at base, healing up. Red team have capped mid. Here comes some sluggers though to steal their VP, as they stole the blue teams already. West side, Sentinel proving to be a massive pain in the arse and gets a decap on the power node. Sergeant's already up here. We have double shooters all round for the Orks and 1 Sentinel, 2 guardsmen all round for the Imperial Guard players, although in different orders than that. Slugger's got the decap, now taking shots from the hilariously inaccurate Sentinel. Always cracks me up how bad they are at shooting that thing. How close you are to those Orks, just hit them. Why do you have so much recoil? Orks couldn't quite get their VP back, although they decapped it again. And there's some big shooters for the shooter boys. More Daka at longer range, can't be a bad thing. Can also suppress on demand, which will be good for keeping this Lord Commissar controlled perhaps. Eastern side, where the contested VP is, Kommando could be having a hell of a lot of fun in this game. He's got his stun bomb, could throw stick bombs, he's got a shotgun. Could see some exploding Imperial Guardsmen in not too long. Looters up here for hfseid and for Boogynator. And they're taking back the VP here, the Imperial Guard, capping up this central area completely while the blue team run the east side for now. Still nothing else out for Lazy. Oh, here comes some electric armor. There's where the power's gone. And they have big shooters too. We'll see how this electric armor does. I haven't been too impressed by it recently. I guess guardsmen are a pretty ideal target. There's a stomp on these poor sluggers. They can struggle to have an impact early. They're pretty slow and can't always get into combat. There's the electric armor. Kills 1. Does a lot of damage, but you need something there to follow up with some damage to get those kills, and they couldn't quite manage it. Meanwhile, in the mid, the Commissar was Daka'd to death over there. Probably had a lot of it right in his face. These fellas with their Nod Leader. Any more? Yep, Nod Leader here for Boogynator on both of the shooter boys. Lazy actually dropping one of their shooter boys in that engagement. While I was looking at electric armor too much. Warboss gets stomped. Not going to be happy with this. He's going to die if he's not careful. hfseid not paying attention, obviously. And Asterix gets a spotter squad to try and stop all of the Daka in the mouth of that Lord Commissar. Because they made him fall down dead. He's back up though, there he is. Trying to cap. Catachun's for Hunter and for Merril. Where's Hunter's? Over there. So the player that has the Catachun's elite scheme does not get the Catachun's apparently. Sentinel lives. They're both pretty low though. And spotters, as far as I remember, cannot repair. Knob leaders around here. So much damage coming out of those guys in tier 2 now. And they get in tier 1, I should say. And they get more damage in tier 2. If you have the knob leader, it gives them 15% more damage, I believe, as soon as you get into tier 2. Which is pretty useful. Down goes the sentinel. The spotter shell did not come in quick enough to save them. Some flamer guardsmen here trying to get on the power, I guess. Looters, oh boy, taking some damage. It's a lot of fire. Smoke shell, smoke grenade thrown in by the Catachans, was it? Meant to use that defensively, fellas. Commando Nub has no war gear. What's the Mekboy up to? He's got his big shooter. Like 41 DPS or something mental? Oh, 38. 439 to 416. Is that the flak jacket? It is. And we got some grenade launchers, which make you move faster with the move ability because of grenades. Of course they would. I guess they're used to dodging their own grenades or something. Mekboy in trouble. There's a lot of las guns. Is it enough to kill him? Must be. And they got some melee. There we go. They got bayonets. They must hurt. What's this? Catachans decapping. Not sure why these fellows are running away. Which is very odd. What's going on here? The Lord General is unscathed. And these guys have one model missing and they all retreated. Well, I can only assume a misclick somewhere. Not sure what's going on. Sentinels gets repairs though. And the blue team, unopposed, can retake the east side now. Got some looters being sneaky. Some cover being built in the middle for some reason. The Orks can use this just as easily. There is a multi-laser turret. They did not cap the VP, but they did decap it. 377 to 416. Tier 2 for Asterix already. And the Warboss goes. Still down though on the enemy VP. Here's that Dakar. Don't really have an answer for it right now. They should have got a heavy bolter perhaps. Here comes a Chimera for Asterix. There is a heavy bolter from Merril. And there's that flak jacket keeping these guys in the fight longer. Sluggers getting in. They have their burners. Gives them a little bit more health, right? 20%. Not bad. Eating a stomp. Eating some Catachan melee on retreat too. Painful. Poor sluggers. They do have some XP. East side. Some more smoke. Oh, maybe that smoke I saw earlier was from spotters, not from the Catachans. That would make sense. That's probably what it was. Chimera is in. There's some Catachan netting on it. 371 to 416. Heavy weapons squad is going to be dealt with by the Commando. He's got the stick bombs. There they are. Could have just tied them up, but why not make explosions happen? Almost wiped them out there. Almost. If these guys were closer to get the Dakar going, could have killed them, but he might be able to do so anyway. Oh, so close. 2 hit points. Couldn't quite keep that speed up, but they are getting on the power now. Boogynator's looters, what are you up to? Set up in a bit of a better place to support this push. Pretty effective power bash. I mean, get enough orky bullets on something, it's going to go down. Constant pressure on his VP from the red team. Blue team are kind of disjointed here. But the red team are pushing as one in the mid. Blue team aren't really defending as one. They're trying to get hold of this east side, of course. They did get a full bash and a decap. Now, can they make some stuff work in the mid? Catching things, retreating or something. Can they get a good orky flank here? They can set it up, of course, with a stun bomb from the Commando knob. But speaking of power bashing, here comes one from the Imperial Guard. War truck. Are there sluggers inside? They are. And they instantly get stomped. He's got double sluggers, in fact, has hfseid. Do they both have knob leaders? Maybe. They got inside the truck again. The Catechans do have a melter gun sergeant, but the war truck lives. A nice idea, but that sentinel ruined your day. The only sentinel still standing. And now has missile launchers. Cracked missiles getting some shots on the war truck. Can't get another one though. Maybe they can. Boom. One more would do it. Needs to keep moving now. Warboss has no war gear. I'm sure he's not very pleased about that. I think Boogynator got a revive there. Now we'll trade fire with stormtroopers. Stun bomb. Oh, stick bombs. Why stun when you can explode? Chimera doing a good job so far for the Imperial Guard, keeping them strong in the mid. And that's Aura of Discipline, I think it is. That pulsing heal around the Commissar, very useful. Needs some healing of his own though, look at him. 333-388 is a single cap here for the red team of the Imperial Guard. It's been pretty even, I say, all in all. Not usually how this map goes. It's often, you know, a lot of fighting on the east side, and later on it transitions towards the center a bit. But Imperial Guard going pretty hard on the mid early on, and having some success. They've kept that VP uncapped quite a lot, and now they have the east side with a heavy turret and a heavy weapons squad, heavy bolter. Lots of heavy things. More truck gets repairs from the sluggers. Weird Boy in play from Boogynator. Here comes a Chimera, takes a big hit from the Weird Boy. Don't have a whole lot else here to threaten it though. Lazy has a Weird Boy too on the west side. Need to rebuild their power though. Yeah, the Imperial Guard are putting the pressure on here. Warboss with the boss pole. Where is he though? On his way up there. Can they get the Chimera down? There is a beamy death gun on the way. There it is. Very powerful anti-vehicle weapon. 240 armor piercing damage per shot. I wish there were more ranged weapons that gave me per shot statistics, especially like snipers and stuff. Getting a DPS value for snipers, not particularly useful. 258 to 388. Mekboy happy to eat these shots. Now has the custom force field. Sluggers moving in. I mean, it needs something to take the pressure off the back line. And there's got to be the sluggers for now. They take a hell of a lot of damage moving in. But they do get in there, and they're chopping up some guardsmen. Took some out, I think. I think Merril dropped a squad there. Oh, is this Hunter? This is Hunter, sorry, on this side. They have the medical sergeant. Yeah. And also, you know, that's the medical sergeant. The Chimera, does it get away? Mekboy trying to chase it with those teleporting. Oh, he's reloading though. Couldn't get the last shots off. 11 hit points. And the Sentinel escapes. Meanwhile, east side, the Imperial Guard continues to be strong. Double Chimeras. The turret was taken down. But the heavy bolter's still here. And tier 3 for Hunter. And Asterix. Asterix even. Another Weird Boy on the way for HF. Warboss is level 2. Orks cap the mid now. It's their turn to get the mid. I thought we'd see a power claw by now to smack up these Chimeras. Commissar's off the field, which might make them a bit more vulnerable. No more Aura of Discipline now. And the Commissar does a good job tying things up usually. Stormtroopers on their own trying to go for this war truck. I don't think it's going to work out for you fellas. Nope. Can they make a dent on this Chimera? Sluggers are going in. It's kind of blocking the stairs here. They can't get to the back where the infantry are. Chimera backs away. You see those turrets on top firing. If there's units inside. Did take a lot of damage and goes down. That was the beamy death gun getting a shot. This one here from hfseid. There's another one. And of course the Weird Boy can get damage in. Creeping barrage, keeping the things off the VP. The other Chimera does live. Lots of buffs here from the sniper rifle. Fire on my target. Chimera's out of beamy death gun range. That might let the Orks get in here. One less Chimera supporting stuff. War truck's on the way around. Slugger's getting out. Bad news for these fellas. Really bad news. And they're reinforcing, of course, off the truck. Need to be careful, though. They do take down the heavy weapons squad. These guys might need to run. There's Ard Boys, though, from the Warboss. Good play by HF. Really good play. Opening up the attack for his ally to come in, deal some damage. Sluggers both survive, I think. Yes, barely. The war truck did not survive. Melter gun's able to get in. Those sluggers now need to flee. And they do. They'll be okay. Very orky push there by hfseid. I approve. Wasn't the most elegant thing, but he drove a truck in and some orcs got out and chopped things up. I'm happy with this. 240 to 341. Neiman Russ dropped in perhaps by Hunter. Have another one here by Asterix out of base. Tier 3 for Boogynator. And lazy Orks take the east side. And they get some power bashing. Oh, these guys don't have burners from Boogynator. They do have some stick bombers though. Getting into some melee. They're actually pretty decent in melee combat, these guys. If you can't chuck their grenades, you can fight stuff. There's that smoke shot. And now the mortar shot, and those guys run off. Orcs should back away here. Try and stabilize around the VP if they can. Looter's getting shots on, but Neiman Russes have a lot of hit points. They might need to just retreat now. Yeah, it would have been hard to back off and then stabilize with the Neiman Russ chasing you down and getting shots. And the Chimera, of course, 234 to 325. The Imperial Guard most likely will take the east side back. Maybe even get on this natural VP here. Mekboy's level 3. This Weird Boy, level 1, does have Warphead. Foot of Gork. Might cause some guardsmen to go fleeing back to their Chimera, lest they be hit with a giant psychic foot. Oh, Neiman Russ hits terrain. Or hits an object. Here come double sluggers and a Weird Boy. Was that Zap? Did he just cast Zap on the Neiman Russ? Looked like it, but I didn't see an actual Zap thing. 234 to 310. What is this? It's power bashing Imperial Guard is what it is. Level 3 guardsman with a flamer. They've done some flaming, that's for sure. Lord Commissar's level 4 with Aura of Discipline. We have an Executioner, Neiman Russ. A good anti-infantry tank. Doing this AoE damage here. Shooting at the wrong target though. There we go. Shoot the sluggers. Nicely timed mortar shell as those sluggers came in. Well done, Asterix. These guys with their heavy mortar cannon. This is the tier 3 upgrade, I think. Mekboy runs off now. 211 to 310. 2 to uncap for red. Orks need to get some heavy hitters up in tier 3, I think. Also known as a Nob squad. Commando Nob has a rocket launcher. That's pretty useful. Mega boom kit. And some stick bombs. I'm not sure how it improves the stick bombs. Does he just throw more stick bombs, maybe? So 1-to-1 cap now. Trying to approach the Neiman Russ from the front. It's not working out for him. And that's a rocket run. Ouch. We should maybe retreat. That's so many Valkyries coming in, dropping things. Dropped a bunker. I think that was a creeping barrage as well. There's a rocks, though. Maybe wasted. I think that was a waste of a rocks. We took out the bunker. I suppose that has value, but it doesn't have 500 red value. I mean, he killed a few guardsmen as well, but should have saved that for dropping on top of vehicles, I think. 199309. Of course, Orks don't have a great way of slowing down vehicles. You can throw the stick bombers stun bombs to get a relatively short stun on vehicles. But other than that, off the top of my head, I can't think of a way for Orks to slow down or snare a vehicle. And that's the Orky way. They rely on tons of upfront brute strength to solve all their problems. We have the Mekboy with a beamy death gun of his own. That's 180 damage per shot. So less than the looters. But of course this guy can teleport around. Look at that. Almost finish off this guy. Commando's chasing the Nobby that does have a rocket launcher. There we go. One more shot will do it. We've seen some lucky escapes. Maybe not lucky. Some close escapes from the Imperial Guard, but that wasn't one of them. Merril now down to 2 squads. Orks actually turned this around with some smart purchases. This Beamy was a good shot. Commando's a good pull as well, I believe, from Boogynator. Did some work. We got a Power Claw Warboss now. Tier 3 for Merril. The Warboss, the last play, still in Tier 2 there. Warboss level 3. Can't get his heavy armor until Tier 3, I think. What was that? How did you guys get stunned? I'm not sure. Was that the Commando knob? Or the stick bomber trying to throw stun grenades and mess it up? Sounds like an Orky thing to do. 199249. Ogren's on the way for Hunter. What's this? It's running Orks. And maybe a cheeky power bash here. Castrican have some grenade launchers. Constant knockback on hits. Pretty useful. What is this? It's a gaggle of Orks. Could see some nasty flanking on these guys. Are there sluggers there? There are sluggers there. Uh-oh. Stick bomber's also there. Ogren's moving in to try and save them, but that was right in me crosshairs, which can disrupt infantry pretty damn well. Lord Commissar with Fist of Brockus, giving him none shall fall, and Carapace armor, which buffs the Commissar whenever he executes something. 199 to 229. His rosters are large. Don't see much tier 3 stuff though from the Orks. There's that right in me crosshairs again. It makes sure all of his rockets land, I think. The level 5 Commando, he's really packing a punch with these things. 1-to-1 cap. Orks can maybe take the east side. Yes, they can. That's all this stuff is running away. They can take it and get a power bash. And they're trying to do so. Some more Castigan on the way here for Merril. Orks here trying to tie up the anti-armor stormtroopers, but they did get the war truck. They're going to get on the VP though. Look at that. Orks might get a triple here. And they're looking pretty strong. After a somewhat shaky start, conceding the middle of the map a few times, they are kind of reaching critical mass, kind of. There's so many bodies for the Imperial Guard to deal with. If they get a Lehman Russ up, they've got enough anti-vehicle to deal with it, most likely. And it's just tough. They need to focus on control a bit more, I think. Some more heavy bolters and stuff. Got to try and stem this tide of green. Warboss just casually breaks through a wall as he retreats away. What is this? Weird boy. Done well. He's got a bigger brain now. His brain is exposed, let's not forget. Health and safety, not really a concern for Greenskins. Mekboy getting some solid left hooks in. And backhands, look at that. Teleports away now. Imperial Guard pushing back on the east side. Was not expecting this. Uh-oh. Weird boy turned around to cast a zap and paid for it with a power fist to the jaw. A Fist of Brockus to the jaw. Apparently you can just run through this thing. Fair enough. 192 to 178 on the VPs. So 2-to-1 cap for the Orks. Tier 3 now for hfseid, and they have tons of red, so we could see a Rocks very shortly. So does Lazy, actually. So they have a couple of Rocks in the bag, ready to go. Imperial Guard are pushing mid. Good play from them. Not waiting, trying to get on the VP. It's not going to quite work out for him. That's what you need to do. You need to try and take advantage of every single tiny little opportunity. We recognize that the threat and backs away stays in play. Level 6 Commissar. We have a Vanquisher Leman Russ. And a bunker is up. Not sure what kind of bunker. Maybe it's no kind of bunker right now. 180 to 169. Some posturing in the middle now. Gunline versus gunline. Ogren's there to break things up a bit. What are they going to go for? The Commandos? Maybe. Sluggers trying to get in. Couldn't quite manage it. That's a Rocks. Takes out the bunker. Ogren's taking a big shot as well. Sluggers are in on the west side. Supported by a war truck. And there's another Rocks on retreat path. Beautifully done by whoever that was. Oh no, some friendly fire though. Big shot on the Ogres again. Are they going to run? They are going to run. Tons of Dakar. The back of the head of the Lord Commissar as well. That was a fun fight. 168 to 169. Don't go much closer than that. So 1 to 1. Catachun's capping the east side. Kasrikin on the way for Hunter. And there's a battle wagon. We'll see how high in the air this thing can bounce. Gravity doesn't seem to apply to a battle wagon. If Orks think he can fly, you can. And another war truck for Lazy. And why not? They're pretty cheap, right? Yeah. Orks should just pump out war trucks. If you lose it, just get another one. It's 30 power. Rocket run. Seemed like a strange target for a rocket run, but they did get a full kill, I think. Here comes a battle wagon to run stuff over. 4 units inside of this thing right now. Taking shots from a Vanquisher Leman Russ though. Big old shots. Yep. Lost half of its hit points. Anti-armor stormtroopers are on it now. Is this battle wagon going to go down right here, right now? It survives for now. It is surviving. I think that was Love the Dakar on those stormtroopers from the Commandos there. 132 to 169. Orks, looks like, will retake the east side. Do you have your heavy armor yet? No, you don't. Do have a looted tank, though. Getting the reinforced plate in a pretty good tank, this thing. With that disruptive big boom shot thing. And 900 hit points, or 850 hit points, is it? Not bad. Mega Rumbler Mekboy. Stuns and disruption all over the place. Big old areas. Oh, look at this. Can set up some really good fights for you. Gets rid of those guys. The battle wagon lives. That's a Rocks. Absolutely crazy. 2 to 1 cap now for the Orks. Can they get a triple? This VP's open. The VP is open. No knobs, no flash kits. Weird Boy on the way now for hfseid. Battle wagon is very, very low. 99 hit points. Needs some repairs badly. Trying to get to a safe place as it bounces around. It's like it's on the moon, this thing, constantly. Looted tank. Doesn't have a massive threat here. Oh, Kasrikin coming in with their crack grenade. That's a threat. Commando's level 6. Might be able to get sneaky and in behind the Leman Russ with that rocket launcher. Orks did not get the decap. Slowly repairing up this battle wagon here. It's only a single slugger squad doing it. Where's the Mekboy? Needs to help repair, I think. Flash kits on the way now for Lazy. Yeah, battle wagon needs to move. Ogrins will tear it apart relatively quickly here. Stick bombs thrown in. Nothing can be knocked over though because of this. 110 to 141. Rocket run. Hitting some of their own stuff. Not the greatest rocket run ever. War truck takes a melter bomb but lives. Oh, battle wagon went down. I guess it was the Leman Russ that got the last shot. East side, meanwhile, is red. Warboss lives, yes, barely. I think they can cap this. Yes, sluggers are on it. The weird boy should be capping so that the sluggers can repair the tank, I think. Orks and plans aren't always the most succinct. You're going to teleport forward, Mr. Mekboy. There we go. Getting some good shots, and these guys are being sneaky. Where are you going, fellas? Aren't you going to shoot this thing? I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what they were doing. Mekboy runs away. Level 3 weird boy here, and Orks have the 2-1, 83 to 139. Can they hold it though? They got to hold it. Manticore on the way for Hunter. Looted tank for hfseid, and we see the first Nob squad for Boogynator. Tier 3 melee infantry that can go toe to toe with anything in the game, especially when you fully upgrade them, which makes them incredibly expensive in turn. You'll see how they do. The guard, unfazed by all of the green aliens, are now pushing through the mid. Where are the looters? Are they all dead? I think they're all gone. This guy still has an anti-vehicle weapon, and of course they have a Nob squad now. No upgrades though for these fellas yet. Doesn't have the requisition maybe. Kicking off on the east side while I'm blabbering. There's the warp vomit from the weird boy. Looted tank getting repairs, does go down though. Lehman Russ popped up with a Vanquisher cannon. Warboss is also almost taken out. Does get away. No heavy armor yet, or heavy armor. Oh, there's a rocks. Lord General eats a meteor to the face and dies. 1-to-1 cap. VPs are very close. Orks have pushed back into the middle. Like non-stop fighting since mid-tier 2. Which is awesome. It's what Dawn of War 2 is all about. It's designed for constant engagements to happen. Nob squad chasing off. I think that's an autocannon. Can now turn around and cap maybe. Or do they want to come after this Lehman Russ? Why are you guys running? You have a rocket launcher. Nob squad going for the decap, which I think is the smart choice. Now they turn their attention to Lehman Russ, having got the decap. Looted tank is chasing. Can he get a shot? It stopped for a second for some reason. Oh, was it had its range nerfed by that Basilisk flare, but does take down the Lehman Russ. Well done. Looted tank, got level 2. Some more flash kits here. Getting that boss pole buff from the Warboss. 76 to 96, it's so close. Nobody's had that big decisive engagement yet, which you often see. What are you fighting, fellas? Oh, it's the Lord General in there. Poor bastard. Lord Commissar's not happy with this looted tank. Level 3. How did it get a whole level so quickly? Wasn't it just level 2? Oh, did it take out this thing? Maybe it did. Looks like a chimera. But I could be wrong. There's that boss pole buff. Uh-oh. Oh, well done. Sneaky stormtroopers with a melter bomb taking out the looted tank. That was level 3, that thing. Here's comes another Nob squad here from Lazy. These guys now are fully upgraded. Fully upgraded. U-Jammers, Nob Leader, and Mina and Brina. Sluggers here, level 3, doing a good job chasing off some guardsmen. So these guys can cap. Suppressing some Ogrins with aiming what's that. And they get the cap here, the Commandos. These guys, of course, capping faster than normal. Level 4. 2,400 hit points, really? That's pretty good. I mean, it is 6 models. Still feels pretty good. A decent Manticore strike. Almost finished off these shooter boys, level 4. 52 to 80. Double cap for the Orks. What are these guys doing now? Running right into the Ogrins. Are they using Love the Daka? And a burner bomb went in there. Here comes a Nob squad. Ogrins don't want to fight these guys, really. unless they have loads of support. Which apparently they do. Nob Squad runs away. Plasma Caster can do some serious damage, it turns out. Mega Rumbler now keeping things off the cap. Nicely done by Lazy. Level 7 mech. And a foot of Gork. This could be really nasty. Boom. Here comes another Nob Squad from Lazy. Triple cap for the Orks. Looks like they have this. Good play on this VP at the end of the game to keep it blue, which prevents them going any further. And Orks are going to take this with a triple cap. Really fun game. Well played, Ork. At a level 6 Warboss, never did get the heavy armor, but he chopped up a bunch of stuff, that's for sure. Level 7 Kommando, suitably explosive, I think. And the mech, also level 7, did some good stuff with the Mega Rumbler. Level 7 Lord General for Hunter and for Merril. We had a level 8 fella down though at the end. And Asterix with a level 9 Lord Commissar. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching, and thanks to the players for putting on a show for us. With Impregnable, of course, the organizer of this faction war event. And I'll see you next time.